Santa here. This is a CBS 12 News special presentation. Christmas on Main Street. Sponsored by Elevate Fun. Now, here are news anchors Jim Grimes and Liz Quidantes.
Good evening, everyone, and happy holidays. Thank you for joining us tonight for the 26th annual Christmas on Main Street. It's a beautiful evening tonight. I'm Liz Quidantes.
Yeah, I'm Jim Grimes. It is gorgeous out here, but I got to say it's a little bit chilly. In fact, Liz, there's a whole story behind the hat choice. It was windy out here when we got out here earlier.
Very, very windy. Had to control the hair.
Yes, but it's died down.
And I was trying not to wear a jacket, and Florida girl needs to wear her gloves. It is 69 degrees out, but my app said that it feels like 59.
Okay, so there you go, and it is feeling like the holidays here. Just outside of, we're on the border here of the Intercoastal. Beautiful evening out here. Hundreds of families out here tonight for the Christmas tree lighting. Again, 26th annual tradition here in Stuart, and they just wrapped up a Nutcracker,
it's
the Nutcracker performance, and now we've got some cheers because it is snowing out here.
Yes, we got a lot of snow. There's a lot of things to do for the kids here. There's a whole kids activity center with arts and crafts, and they have tables for the kids to do things. Santa, you can't see him anymore, but Santa is in front of the tree with Mrs. Claus, and they're taking all the lists and requests from the kids.
Yeah, now we're going to be out here for the next 30 minutes. We actually have two audiences tonight. If you're watching us on YouTube, you'll be watching Liz and I throughout the evening, but if you flip it over to the CW, our sister station, you'll see some really heartfelt stories from the Stuart community tonight, along with the Christmas tree lighting live.
All right, our Tiffany Rizzo is joining us now. She is over by the vendors, and she's going to set the scene there. Tiffany?
Hey, we are having so much fun out here. There's some Christmas music playing. It really does feel like that Christmas spirit out here. It's even snowing over here in downtown Stuart. And joining me is Bill Moore, the president of the Downtown Business Association. What did it take to put this event on?
It takes a community to put it on, a community of volunteers, community of sponsors, and just a lot of people that enjoy starting the holiday season off right.
Now, you've been running around here making sure everything is going smoothly. What's your favorite thing?
Oh, I think it's Santa. Santa arriving and lighting the tree really brings out the fun of the event.
The line to go meet Santa Claus was very long, and you got hot cocoa at the end of it.
Yes, you do. We've got cocoa, got lots of fun and games for all the kids, and just a ton of family coming out to enjoy this event.
This really is a family event. We saw so many families come out here. The turnout is amazing.
Yeah, so the event grows every year, 26 years. So you have kids that came here as kids that are bringing their kids out today, and it really makes it fun to see families growing and enjoying the event year after year.
You're the owner of Kilwins, and you have been a part of this for 26 years since it started.
Yeah, so Kilwins is going on its 26th year, and we've been here the whole time, and it's been a big fun for us to be a part of it year after year and watch it grow and just become more and more part of the community.
Now, we've talked before about local businesses, how that's the core of downtown Stuart here. You have a lot of them out here as vendors. So describe the situation right now. People are walking around, spending time with family. They're going to the different vendors. There's also food vendors out here, Santa Claus, live music. This is so much fun.
Yeah, so this kind of kicks off our holiday shopping and dining season. Entertainment with the Lyric Theater. You know, we have museums, art shops, galleries, but we have a ton of boutique shops, and this really kicks it off and gets things started for us. Tomorrow's Small Business Saturday, and you know, we have over 60 small businesses here in the downtown Stuart area.
And you said you came with your kids when they were little to meet Santa as well. And there's so much for kids. There was face painting. It's still going on. That line for face painting is still long behind us.
Yeah, this event draws probably a few thousand people plus every year. And yeah, my kids enjoyed it when they were younger. They're grown now, but you know, maybe they'll bring their grandkids back in the near future when they have them.
That's amazing. And we are having so much fun out here. And the countdown to that tree lighting is on. It's happening at 6:15. Back to you, Jim and Liz.
All right, thanks for that, Tiffany. A lot going on around us, isn't there? You know, the one word that comes to mind when you talk about downtown Stuart is charm.
Yes,
it's very charming.
It is charming, and people are singing along with the music. It's great. All right, we have more of our holiday magic and the tree lighting coming up in just a few minutes.
live from Main Street in Stuart, Florida. You're watching Christmas on Main Street, sponsored by Elevate Fun.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Jim Grimes alongside my co-anchor, Liz Cadantes. A beautiful evening out here in downtown Stuart. The Christmas tree lighting is about to take place here in just a few minutes, and it's a perfect evening out here. It really is.
You know, it's been 6 years, Jim, since a 1-year-old little girl and a 28-year-old mother were killed in a boating accident in Martin County, but their memories are still alive in this community.
Yeah, people in this area, they still talk about this. It was back in October of 2019. Kyle Barrett driving a boat down the St. Lucie River with his family and Matakaitis family when they went to make a right-hand turn and then hit a channel marker.
Well, the impact caused Barrett, his wife Paige, son Harrison, Michael Matakaitis, and his baby daughter Hudson to be thrown into the water. Hudson and Paige died in that crash.
Yeah, Michael Matakaitis and his wife Leanne, they turned their pain into something positive, building a successful restaurant here in the downtown Stuart area. And now they are taking it even a step further.
Our Danny Travis has their inspiring story.
Many people know and love Hudson's on the River here at the downtown waterfront. But many people might not know that this restaurant was symbolically named after Hudson Matakaitis here when you first enter, who tragically passed away in a river 6 years ago. And now Hudson's parents are turning their focus from beloved restaurant owner here's to creating a foundation to help other families experiencing the same loss. If you come to Hudson's on the River at any time of the day, it would seem like any successful waterfront restaurant.
It has been great. I feel very honored. I love all the responses I get when people come here, the text messages, the phone calls of how great things were.
But there's so much more to this tropical restaurant than just the food and views, even though that's great too.
And everything's going great. So like I said, we're really thriving and we're excited to bring this to the community and really just give an outpour of love to others and anyone that could use any more meaning or hope in their life.
Meaning that takes form in this beautiful painted mural of a baby girl. You'll notice this when you walk into the restaurant.
We decided, let's name it Hudson's. Hudson's on the river. She passed in the river. It's just a very symbolic for us.
Symbolic and purposeful. A powerful way owners and parents Leanne and Michael Matakaitis are keeping their daughter's spirit alive in Stuart.
Just kind of felt right. This is her love, fun spirit that she brought to us every day.
She was just 20 months old when she passed away.
She's spunky, she's fun. She always wanted to have a good time. We always say that Hudson is our joy, our hope, and our love still in this lifetime.
That joy, hope, and love is all a part of a growing mission for the Matakaitis family.
We have kind of shifted into building this beautiful restaurant for the past 4 years, and now we want to take our time and energy to really put forth what we need to into the community and really just helping others.
That's why Leanne and Michael recently co-founded Hudson's Rainbow, a foundation to help families experiencing the loss of a child.
We knew that people in our situation, the day after, the week after, the month after, you can't even get out of bed. You can't think, you can't even survive. So we want to be those kind of people that you can turn to, that we can help.
Hudson's Rainbow supports parents who need the extra help after loss, offering financial aid, fundraising gatherings at their restaurant, warm meals, or just a listening ear.
I mean, we've done things as little as they bring in all their friends, we give them back a proceed, or we can send them meals for 1-2 weeks. You know, when family members come in, we could pay for their hotel so they have a place to stay and to have their family close by also.
It's help in a way that no one else would understand unless you've been in that situation like the Matakaitis is.
Nothing ever is going to be the same situation, but it can be similar. And it really just, sometimes you'd be surprised of who you talk to, and then it just goes very casual and it's easy and you're like, wow, you can survive, or there is hope.
Hope that Leanne says comes from turning pain into purpose for others in similar situations.
It fills your heart, gives you some joy. You can smile again. You can do things because, maybe that is the meaning. Maybe that is the purpose behind things. And then this was one of the last memories I have of her, just hugging that pumpkin, giving me the side eye, kind of like, hey, Mom.
If you're experiencing the loss of a child, Leanne and Michael say they'll welcome you with open arms. And if you would like to donate or help out with Hudson's Rainbow, I have those details for you on our homepage, CBS12.com. Reporting in Stuart, I'm Danny Travis, CBS 12 News.
Thank you, Danny, for that story.
An emotional story. A big thank you to Hudson's parents for sharing that with us, and again, for everything they do in our community here.
Absolutely. Well, we are just a few minutes away from the tree lighting. As you can see, we have a snowstorm going on here.
And I'm also told that Santa Claus, and maybe even Miss Claus, might be joining us in a minute.
All right. Well, look forward to that. We'll see you in just a few minutes. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back, everyone. We are so excited to be here at the 26th annual Christmas on Main Street. And as you can see, I have very important people with me, Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus. And we're also speaking to another very important person.
Yeah, this is Candace Callahan. She's the executive director of Stuart Main Street. When you got out here 5 years ago, what did it look like?
Well, we have had some growth, and this event itself has grown quite a bit in my 5 years here, and I hope that it continues to grow with everybody coming out, and whether you're new residents that are coming into our area or visitors, we're just so happy to have everybody's support and into our historic downtown to make this happen.
Yeah, there's just so much to do out here. I don't think people realize this is quite a gem right in their backyard.
It really is. We used to be a hidden gem, right? But we've done such a great job at building this downtown alongside our city of Stuart that we have gotten to this point where we have had a lot of growth and seeing a lot of new faces, and we are very welcoming and looking forward to the future ahead.
Well, Candace, I think we're going to get upstaged here just a bit by by these two down here.
That's right. I've got Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus with me, and I know this is the busiest time of year for you. I know, but you still make time to come down to Stuart, Florida from the North Pole for this event. Why is that so important to you?
Liz, we just love this area. The people of Stuart are fantastic. The children are magical. There's so much love and happiness in this area. It draws it to it. We just are so delighted to be here every year.
Now, Mrs. Claus, how hard is it to get this important guy ready for Christmas?
We have a lot of elves that help us every day. The sleigh is packed all the time, but we always make time for Stuart.
And we pay them now. We're no longer not paying them.
That's good to hear. That's good to hear. I got a couple Santa questions for you, though. Do you have a favorite reindeer?
I do.
Who?
But I can't tell you.
Oh, it's a Santa secret. All right.
It is.
But he should tell you that all the reindeer are female.
Not a lot of people know that. Santa's reindeer are all women. If you see a reindeer between November and January with no antlers, it is a female reindeer.
Oh, I didn't know that. Now, what are some of the requests you're getting from the children tonight?
Well, normally a lot of iPads, new car, new house. Real estate is big. Blocks of gold, stock portfolios. Children are a lot more sophisticated.
And Legos.
And Legos.
Okay. Have you ever gotten, the real estate sounds a little crazy to me, but anything even crazier than real estate? What's the weirdest request you've gotten?
I had a lovely little child ask me to bring her a coffin one Christmas.
A coffin?
Yeah, I was very startled, but she had a whole plan, and it was actually a very healthy and happy thing, surprisingly.
Great. Well, thank you so much. I know that the kids have a long line waiting for you, so I'm not going to keep you any longer.
And Santa, regardless of what you heard about me this year, I have been a good boy. I just want to
I keep a list, right? Better luck next year.
Oh, the lighting ceremony is going to start right now.
It sounds like we're getting ready for the Christmas tree lighting. This is the moment a lot of people have been waiting for. Now,
everyone's got their iPhones out.
She's going to turn the lights down for us. So let's take a moment to take all this in, and I think we're going to have a countdown here. So we are standing by. They're announcing the sponsors that made this night well come to life, if you will.
And you know what? I didn't know that FPL actually turned the tree on, right?
Yes, we are so thankful for our partnership with FPL. They're a big sponsor this year, and local boy Marshall Critchfield here with FPL. I saw lighting the tree.
All right, Stuart,
I have a feeling that it's dark in the night sky, but you're about to see
the countdown.
What happens when they flip that switch.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Very exciting. Very exciting.
That was awesome.
I know a lot of hard work goes into organizing this every year. It's worth it, huh?
It really is, and it is a lot of work. It takes a village, as they say. It really does. Always looking for volunteers to help us. So if you're listening out there, please reach out. We'd love to have you.
And now, a lot of people who may not have been able to come out here tonight, the tree's going to be out here on display right through the holidays, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. It's powered by FPL, so it will always stay on.
There you go. That's awesome. Well, Candace, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate you being here. Thank you.
Beautiful evening out here.
All right, we have more of our holiday tradition here on Main Street coming up in a few minutes. Stay with us.
Live from Main Street in Stuart, Florida, you're watching Christmas on Main Street, sponsored by Elevate Fun.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 26th annual Christmas on Main Street in Stuart. And as you can see, they have flipped the switch and the Christmas lights are on the tree.
It really is pretty. We had the countdown just a minute ago, and now it's just a lot of people enjoying the moment and dancing around what has become a blizzard behind us.
It is a blizzard. You know, downtown Stuart is so charming, but that wasn't always the case.
Yeah, that took a lot of work to get them where they are today. Our Katie Benty has more on the history and how they got to where they are.
The past is still alive inside this little red building. Once a feed store, now a museum, and it's where the story of downtown Stuart begins.
The only building still standing is our building, George Parks Mercantile, which became a feed store when I was a kid.
Long before cafes and boutiques, this was a farm town. Crops left by boat, then by rail.
That started the whole thing. Of course, it was Model Ts and buggies back then.
Those early roads all collided into a spot that's still legendary today, Confusion Corner.
It's still very confusing for everyone. Sometimes we sell them the t-shirt, I survived Confusion Corner.
Some things never change, but downtown itself has. If you really want to see how much downtown Stuart has changed, the best seat might be right over here. One ride on this tram and you can see it all, the old, the new, and the renovations still underway. We hopped on with Candace Callahan, the executive director of Stuart Main Street.
In the 80s, the economy wasn't great, and you saw a trend in all these historic downtowns across the nation. They weren't thriving. There was no activity.
Downtown was fading fast, more empty windows than open doors. So the city got bold, adopting the National Main Street program, bringing grants, investments, and a plan for revival. The first big bet, bringing the 1926 Lyric Theater back to life.
This was the jumping off point in the 80s. Get this back up and running, and then the rest should just fall into place.
And it did. Vacancy went from 60% in 1987 to 0 by 1991. Few people saw that change quite like Jim Dirks, a business owner for 43 years.
When I bought the shop in 1982, I mean, we joke about this, but you could roll a bowling ball down Osceola Street and not worry about hitting anything.
Today, the next chapter of downtown is under construction.
Pardon our dust. I just want to point out one of our city's renovation projects.
What was once a back alley is becoming a walkable street, and Memorial Park is getting a major upgrade to handle bigger events. But with new development comes new pressure. Rising property costs have already pushed some longtime businesses out, including Dirks, who moved his stained glass shop out of downtown just 2 months ago.
We're at the point now, I'm 70 years old. I'm getting ready to retire, trying to at least. So we bought this place, a little more affordable.
From the old post office turned law firm to a feed store turned museum, pieces of downtown's history are still built into the blocks. And so are the signs of what's next. A downtown still evolving, led by those who care about where it's going. In downtown Stuart, I'm Katie Benty, CBS 12 News.
So here we are, future, and it is amazing in downtown Stuart. It has really transformed into something special. As great as all of this is, the businesses, the vendors and everything, it's the people that make it so wonderful.
And we're joined here by CBS 12 news anchor and reporter Tiffany Rizzo, and Tiffany will be anchoring tonight on CBS 12 News at 11, so join her there on the desk. And you had a really good time tonight.
I had such a great time. I was actually out there talking with the families here, and that really is what's so special. So many of them saying their favorite thing was spending time with family here. We saw a lot of that. It really was nice to see. And that line for Santa was long.
Yes, and there's a lot of people here. I mean, the crowds are incredible. So
such a big turnout.
We want to thank everyone for joining us this evening. We'll see you again for CBS 12 News at 11. Good night, everyone.
Have a great